E deixa eu checar como é que nós estamos em pontos de habilidade. Eu tô quase... Eu posso melhorar o meu bloqueio titânico. Mas eu tô quase melhorando o meu counter. Eu vou ficar com counter. A Jill tá na base. Na missão em que eles falaram, ela vai ficar na base descansando.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest.
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge, the Briar's Kiss. Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him.
Oh!
Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves
Oh,
our...
ok.
See that he gets it.
Legal, Sid. Confirmado. Encaixou a peça agora.
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
Eu consigo entender porque que o Sid gosta dele.
Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough.
Agora é mais diferente. Agora mudou o tom. Agora é diferente.
I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right.
Então, ele falou pra seguir os cristais. O negócio é que eu já sei o que isso significa.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
Fale com cidadãos. Tem cidadão pra cá.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Há ladrões de cristal. Fácil.
You wouldn't believe
A cortesã da rua, sufoqueira. Fala comigo.
what can I do for you, soldier? Need that
Então,
sword?
veja bem.
I'm not a soldier.
Then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
A mulher foi direto ao ponto. É uma profissional. Ela é obviamente uma profissional do ramo e sabe como é que resolve as situações dela. Ela faz o que funciona porque dá certo.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Então, os homens da rocha estão roubando os cristais e dominando a cidade.
I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Cadê?
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our
Mas veja bem, não foi
What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble
mas não foi eu que
already?
comecei a confusão.
Looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement. But not here.
O tio tá causando problema.
What are you doing, Uncle?
O tio tá se levando pra uma armadilha.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. but my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystallized sort if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
O tio tem dinheiro.
Right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
É. Espinho de cactuário original, importado do outro lado do mar. Com uma picadinha, seu pardal vai cantar. Crianças. Crianças. Eu entendo. Eu compreendo. O cara quer comprar uma pomada especial. Quer polir o pirocóptero para ele funcionar com uma eficiência maior do que a maioria. Qualquer solução. Não, Viagra seria ok. Se fosse Viagra, não seria tão problemático. Mas qualquer solução que envolva enfiar uma agulha na região é uma solução que não vale a pena. Não existe ereção que valha uma agulhada. Pelo amor de Deus, vamos considerar a situação do cidadão. Porque eu comecei lendo esse cartaz achando que era uma informação maneira. Aí, de repente, surgiu uma outra informação surgiu. Porque observe bem, a primeira frase dá pra gente uma informação muito útil. Importado do outro lado do mar. O que isso significa? Isso significa que isso aqui não é todo mundo. Nós estamos aqui. Não tem outro lado do mar. Tem mar em 3 lados. E nos 2 hemisférios. Não tem outro mar. Quer dizer que tem outro continente fora esse. E pessoa...
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Kupka's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
E tem gente enfiando cactuar no pênis. Pera aí, eu tenho que vir pra cá.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's family.
Wait, incense! What? Silver platter!
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress. The juiciest meat from green.
Isso apenas quer dizer que o mundo do jogo é maior do que um único continente. Não quer dizer necessariamente que a gente vai até lá. Mas quer dizer que o mundo do jogo é maior. Ó quem veio comigo. Ah, menina.
Ready, go?
Vamos pular do topo da duna.
Right.
Drift de chocobo. Pô, eu não sabia que tinha técnica. Se você... Eu vi ali que tinha o L2 que fazia esquiva. Você aperta aqui, ó. Freou, soltou, psh, dash. E o Clive gosta. O Clive gosta. Quando tem drift de chocobo, ele gosta. Tem foda de foco, mas tudo bem. Eu quebrei a tela porque eu tô no meio do efeito de animação do dash. Você corre, aperta e solta.
That's it.
Isso é maneiro. Completamente inútil, mas maneiro.
I'll take it from here.
E as pegadas que ficam na areia.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Então, dá pra ouvir a traição na voz dele.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
A galera tinha Trovão aí. Oi, gente.
No longer the property of the Republic.
Sejam bem-vindos. Vocês estão próximos de uma parte boa da história.
Buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, We are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
Então, pera aí. Todo mundo pra cima. Deixa o Toggle brincar lá. Agora que eles brincaram.
It's not over yet, Uncle.
Au, pera aí. Quem vai ser o primeiro? Au, apertei o botão errado. 1, 2, E agora... Tem! Puta que pariu! É simplesmente divertido demais da parry.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Valeu, tio Bill.
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Eu acredito que agora eu tenha pontos suficientes para melhorar o counter, que é exatamente o que eu quero. Porque se eu melhorar o counter de novo, eu acho que eu vou poder botar maestria nele. E isso vai me dar a loja.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, You held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the south gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Eu consegui entender por que o Cid gosta dele.
Wear this.
Selo. A Rosa do Deserto.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Uma pequena referência a Final Fantasy II.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Cid.
Omia los delan. Tu isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Cid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
E agora tem acesso à loja?
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Agora tem 35 mil.
What is it now?
Comércio de cristal.
How very
Coerente, tamanho, pipá, pipipipapapó, show de bola.
Of course.
Da SAD, cristal, albergue.
Ours is a
Canto episódio de República, pipipipapapó, lero, imposto, República é foda, cúpica do caralho, Tita é filho da puta, exercer autoridade, show, organização, che.
You and I.
Então, eu somos lindos. A mestra dele era a Rosena Delamil. Ele só herdou. Então é possível que a Rosena tenha sido a mulher com quem o Cid pegou. E eu não sei quão novo ele era quando o Cid conheceu ele. Pastela, outra pessoa... Papapá.
Still. Farewell now.
E aqui tem side quests agora. Água quente. E corte preciso. E tem uma loja aqui.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test.
Eles colocam as side quests de tal forma que você não pode bypassar elas.
People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find.
As side quests como um todo, elas... Algumas adicionam coisas boas ao jogo, outras menos. A limitação a 3 icons, eu não diria nem que é uma limitação. 4 seria coisa demais. Você começa a ficar sem botões. 4 icons é simplesmente coisa demais para você gerenciar. Até porque quando você masteriza uma habilidade, você pode equipar ela em qualquer icon que você quiser. Então, você acaba eventualmente customizando o seu loadout de qualquer forma.
All those years of toil, every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's...
Alguma coisa está esquentando a fonte d'água.
Go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Não é apenas uma questão de ter mais ferramentas, porque senão pode acontecer facilmente o que acontece em Devil May Cry 5, em que você tem dois... esse aqui. Você tem 3 formas de controle completamente diferentes no estilo em que Dante, Vi e Nero controlam. E depois ainda com Virgil, que é mais diferente ainda. E o Dante é literalmente mecânicas demais para usar tudo.
What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
A açougueira, que é uma faca afiada. Show.
They're quite soft. Finest fabric. Lord Kupka has several similar.
E aqui eu tenho que encontrar uma outra pessoa para falar.
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
Then see that you stay a little longer next time.
Legal.
It's all the fault of this blasted war.
The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
1,000 gil for a...
Fucking men of the wrong.
I need a drink. You're going to drink my pockets?
Ah. Eu tô totalmente fora do campo de missão.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
It would make a fine gift for your beloved.
Com você eu já falei. Quem é o outro cidadão?
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
Atendente.
The baths are, closed for scrubbing. Please bear with us a little longer.
Look, Father. Hot water. But where are the bearers who heated it?
It wasn't heated by that.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Tem que ser alguém aqui.
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
Ah? Passei pela pessoa? Tem algum cidadão específico com quem eu preciso falar? Lá em cima eu já fui. Ah. Aqui está, caçador.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter. Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Good day, my lord.
A espada de platina. Eu já tenho uma. Isso não. New. Alento do relâmpago. Não. Meteorito. Sempre. E 7 rosas de deserto. Para ficar 30.
Thanks.
Música. Poção.
An excellent choice.
Well, we can make our way.
Sweet incense.
A única coisa que eles precisam é efetivamente uma faca que resiste e corta. Genial. As side quests variam de qualidade.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Luba wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is gonna be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favorite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
E agora eu vou ter que ir lá. Procurar o vendedor do deserto. O que provavelmente vai liberar algum tipo de combate. Que porra é essa? Visite a ferroada fatal e beba carregar para fazer a última. Legal.
You deserve a rest. Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron.
Sou Matt Parker. Grato pelo sub, seja muito bem-vindo. Aproveite seus emoticons de qualidade profissional ao qual você tem acesso agora.
Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces.
O lugar onde tem uma side quest tem a outra side quest.
Back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, you crush it up or just throw it in the fire?
As duas missões agora são do lado de cá, então. Ganhar tempo com o loading. Atravessar a rua.
This is no good.
Algumas missões são assim, algumas side quests.
My carpet
A única coisa que você pode torcer, ou você recebe lore divertido, ou a recompensa em si é boa. Tudo isso aqui é opcional agora.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubo?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Os caras conseguiram fazer... Eu estou numa região de deserto. Os caras conseguiram fazer um visual bonito por causa de pedra de calcário com rocha no fundo.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Ó, pode pegar a pedra. E... ainda tem a água aqui.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Seven needs.
E... dando uma puta de uma volta, eu consigo chegar aqui.
Come on, girl, the gate's open.
What the hell are those things?
Como eu imaginei.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Como é um monte... Oh! Ow!
Nice try. Too slow.
Ah, achei quem eu queria. Oh.
Help me, boy.
Eu quero tentar fazer uma coisa aqui. Eu tô dando dash no ar. Então, se eu... Consegui. Só de pausar o jogo. Ei, Sirius.
Too slow. This one. Too slow.
Ow. Império de magia ainda.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
E agora eu vou ter ponto suficiente para isso. Dominei o punho do Titã, o que significa que agora eu posso vir aqui tirar ignição para colocar punhos furiosos e trocar você por Ramu. Mas aí eu boto ignição em Ramu, combate estaca. E agora eu tenho um counter em Ifrit e dano em Ramu. E essencialmente eu tô carregando 4 icons ativos em mim agora. Tadá! Isso me permite voltar para a cidade. Agora sim, agora nós conseguimos quebrar o limiar do jogo.
No good. Is it true what I'm hearing?
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Algum tempo depois.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable, but only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without...
Essa side quest foi muito importante.
Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Extremamente importante. Adicionou dezenas de camadas de lore.
Thank you, Clive. I honestly don't think I could have done
Bacana sua parte. Eu achei que eu ia ter uma lojinha aqui, mas a única lojinha foi aquela outra. Pelo menos.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Pelo menos a casa de banho vai voltar a funcionar.
Plates and pots.
There he is. Man, I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I've burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Side quests concluídas. A ignição melhora e escarlatita, que é o item que eu preciso para fazer novas armas. Isso resolve isto e só me resta
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Você tem que fazer as side quests porque elas te dão itens que objetivamente melhoram seu equipamento. Ou no mínimo, ocasionalmente, elas têm histórias interessantes. Mas sua vasta maioria, em sua vasta maioria, elas não oferecem muito. Drift, desfaz. Tentando fazer drift. Nova dungeon à frente.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the viceroy in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know?
Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
My boy!
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
Que menino! Bacana do tio sair de perto da área onde dois icons vão acabar lutando daqui a pouco.
Coming for you, Kuka.
Direto para a próxima arena. E vamos direto. Ah, mais coisa aquela? Mensagem aqui? Vamos direto para a parte que interessa. Entrando na presa do Draco. Agora eu tenho que me lembrar que eu tô com múltiplas... Eu tô essencialmente utilizando 4 icons parciais. Ah, que bonitinho! Ele tá tentando se livrar... Fizeram mãos de ferro pra ele.
Out of my sight, wench! I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Agora ele tá sem os poderes, fudeu.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope.
Foi ele que cortou a cabeça da Benedicta.
There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Foi ele que cortou a cabeça da Benedicta.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo?
Nós já sabemos o que acontece quando alguém absorve éter demais.
Others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon.
Ele tá incentivando o Yugo a virar akáshico.
Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did? Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the night.
A gente ainda não viu o que acontece quando um Icon vira akáshico. Quando um humano fica akáshico, o negócio fica meio sinistro.
Muthos is here.
Oi?
Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Ok. Ele é aliado de última. Nós já vimos o que acontece quando pessoas normais e monstros absorvem éter em excesso. Eles viram akáshicos, então eles ficam super poderosos. Mas nós não vimos o que acontece quando um Icon sobrecarrega de éter e fica akáshico. Tá porra! Isso é um orc!
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Nós já temos uma playlist aqui na Twitch com todo o gameplay de Final Fantasy XVI.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us. All yours, Trovão.
Ow! Aonde? Ah.
Taken over the entire mine.
Orcs na montanha.
Time to fight.
Apertei o botão errado. Eu apertei o botão errado sem querer.
So much for the men of the rock. Dalmacia's finest.
Eu queria usar batistaca. Eu usei o outro. Orc hipnotizador. Au! Inimigo ali.
Animals. You should never have left Ash. It's over.
Ok. Morre todo mundo. Isso resolve esse pessoal aqui. Mas agora... O ultimate do Titã, ele apenas agarra o chão e joga pra cima. É o mesmo ultimate do Hulk de Marvel vs Street Fighter. Dádiva do Relâmpago para raios. Uma poção. Não vejo itens, mas tem uma porta pra lá.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
O camarada só esperando ali em cima. Vocês não querem brigar na escada, não? Vem cá pra baixo, vem. Vem. Vem tranquilaço. Na boa. Próximo. O senhor da guerra! $17.000 de dano, bom. Não! Bota errado. Vamos tentar fazer pelo menos uma graça. Dá pra ver porra nenhuma. Final Fantasy XVI. Eu não consigo girar através do Cláudio. Melhor. Mais ou menos. Essa aqui, pelo menos, dá pra chegar perto do Cláudio. Não, eu quero que você morra por um counter.
Thanks, boy. Over here.
Eu fiz por merecer esse counter. Cadê? Não pode fazer carinho em dungeon.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal.
Kuka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
O cara que construiu o castelo ao redor do cristal. Então, pelo menos eu posso... Eu ia parar aqui pra tirar uma foto. Dá pra tirar foto? Dá pra tirar foto. Em que outro momento que eu vou vir aqui, né? Deixa eu aproveitar aí quando dá tempo. O corno manso literalmente fez o castelo dele ao redor do cristal.
Let the trial begin.
Ah! Coveiro tá aqui agora. Au!
I'm hurt, Torgal.
transformou! O Torgon sabe quando usar o DT dele! Boa, menino! Ai! Não. Eu preciso. Eu preciso. Eu preciso a foto do cara do desviando do Kamehameha. Oh! Ai, de novo. Primeiro, vamos levar você até a metade. E uma vez que ele na metade, desce. Desceu, sobe. Subiu, tomou. Tomou, levou. Torgon. Exumar. Ah, escapou, filho da puta! Não. Eu não vou deixar você cair fácil assim. Vem. Eu dei parry no raio laser, mas não consegui o counter. Eu consegui dar parry no super laser dele. Não tem como eu não querer terminar uma batalha dessa com um puta de um counter. Titan é quebrado pra caralho. Muito, muito quebrado. E esse inimigo é essencialmente uma versão
Seems were expected.
Bem parecida com a primeira batalha que eu tive do Kupka.
So this is the power of Mythos.
Mewtwo? Esse é o poder do Mewtwo. Cláudio, você é o verdadeiro Mewtwo.
Did the orcs do this too?
Aparições estão aqui agora. Era...
Too slow. What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Tem um item sobrando lá atrás. Bravura. Tá, agora inimigos também dão buff. Nesse caso... Ah, cadê o cara que dá buff? Ai! Cadê o cara que dá buff? Whoa!
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Não, só um corredor com mais inimigos que vão aparecer na frente.
This won't be easy.
Au! Au! cacete. Ah.
Too slow.
Esse Lich está mais agressivo que os anteriores. Mas vai pro saco do mesmo jeito. Queima! Significa que a passagem é essa aqui? É essa aqui. O counter nesse jogo não é apenas bonito, mas ele dá uma satisfação enorme em você executar ele.
But where did you go?
E agora o Cloud se deu conta.
The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle.
Olha esse lugar de Elden Ring.
Just what I needed.
Esse poder da garuda, ela faz um controle de multidão excepcional. Tá porra. E só pra variar, mais uma música foda. E subir de nível.
That better be the last of them.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka!
O olho dele já tá ficando dourado. Oi?
I swear to you, my love. We will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Tem alguém controlando a mente dele. Aham.
You get away from her. Benedicta! I'll kill you, Oswald!
Ele literalmente manifestou o poder do corno. O poder do corno dentro dele. É o único poder capaz de rivalizar o poder da amizade, é o poder do corno. Ok. Let's fucking go. Eu vou aumentar um pouquinho mais o volume pra vocês, porque eu tô achando que agora vai ser um momento de música. 982 de dano. Puta que pariu. Eu aprendi enxofre! Ok. Ele tá jogando um bairro em cima de mim. A habilidade enxofre. Explosão violenta por mais tempo para aumentar o raio. Aperte X a qualquer momento para cancelar o carregamento sem ativar a explosão. E Fit fica invulnerável quando usa essa habilidade.
Let's give this a try.
Oh! Ele vai ficar acástico. Ele vai ficar acástico. O Titã, ele é literalmente gigantesco. O Ifrit já é do tamanho de um castelo. Ok. E o Titã é muito maior do que isso. Oh, let's fucking go. A música!
Thunder, help me. It's true. Or die! I'm coming, Kuka!
Puta que pariu! O poder de Solkan! Titã demoníaco! Agora é uma fase do Sonic! $600.000 de dano.
I've got you now.
O tamanho desse troço! Nós somos a Suras Wrath agora! $500.000 de dano, foda-se! R1. É genuinamente assustador ver os ataques do Titã vindo na sua direção. Porque realmente dá uma sensação de que se você der um passo errado, você tá fudido. E a música não para! Uhul! Mais 500.000 de ano! Ah! Ah! Não! Fui pro lado errado. Embora o conceito de lado errado numa luta como essa não faz muito sentido. Mas tudo bem. Não parece ter lado certo num lugar como esse. Não! Consegui. Ah! Au! Eu genuinamente quero ver essa luta no hard, no modo Final Fantasy. 1000 de dano, vambora! Au! Morre, gado titânico! Mais uma. Mais 300 mil de dano. Hellfire! Eu tô... Como é que mira? Eu não tô conseguindo controlar. Ah, tá. Agora que eu vi a mira. Puta que pariu, Titã! Cadê as pedras? Isso é um pouco demais pro meu cérebro! Oh! 270 mil de dano. Oh! Rider Kick! It's not over yet! Ai, meu Deus! Tome! de cu é rola, porra! Kratos nunca matou um titã enquanto caía por dentro de outro titã. Em meio a uma tormenta de éter. Bate no cu dele! Vai, Cláudio, bate no cu do titã! Cacete! Tome! Ah!
From the Mother Crystal. If you can do it.
Eu vou ficar Godzilla agora! No! Vamos nós! Lá vai ele! A gente estava quase que no espaço. Ifrit Akashico. O Ifrit ficou gigante. Espada de fogo. E porque ele ficou acástico, ele vira pó.
What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Esse alienígena é creep pra caralho. O alienígena é creep pra caralho.
Thank you, Joshua.
Agora eu quero saber se esse corno é o Odin ou Última.
Then one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
Você é Odin.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
Gelo? Ou... Ah, pedaço de cristal. Ah, tomei um susto. Agora achei que a Shiva tinha aparecido aqui. Meu Deus do céu.
Oh, that the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Vi um cristalzinho de coisa brilhante, tomei calma. Já tomei susto já. Ah! Ordem Sagrada dos Cavaleiros Dragão. Vamos lá falar com Bahamut. E, né, Cochou, grato pelos beats. O Luiz Wise, muito grato pelo sub. Essa menina tá aqui ainda.
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Dion e Terence. Ah, menino.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would
Bahamut embora ele seja leal à República, ele é uma alma nobre. Ele é uma pessoa nobre que no final das coisas ele ainda quer fazer a coisa certa. Mas ele é leal.
You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Você poderia imaginar que o Dion Bahamut é aquilo que o Cláudio poderia se tornar se o pai dele continuasse crescendo em poder. E o Olivier virou...
My father's orders. What were they? Quickly! Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
A mãe deu o golpe da barriga. Mamãe deu o golpe da barriga. Mamãe deu o golpe da barriga em tempo real.
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion.
Todo mundo é fodão nesse jogo. Todo mundo é fodão nessa porra.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
O jogo é foda. O jogo é foda. Puta que pariu. Os heróis estão se mobilizando. E a história continua.